is you must install node.js. Remember. So this is the most important one you require. So this is the JavaScript engine because node.js server is going to be executed. Okay. So can you see guys the screen now?
Yes, sir.
So this is your node.js. Do not download 19. You can see the latest version. Do not go for that. It will give you a lot of error. So go for LTS, long-term release. Okay. So this is the version we must have. Already I am having it, but I am upgrading it. So as because only to show you. So you can do installation parallelly with me. And you can make your machine ready. So please figure out some space in your hard disk. Do not involve C drive. Okay, C drive में करोगे तो आपको मतलब 2 दिन बाद ही C drive में रोना धोना चालू हो जाएगा. ठीक है, so do not do it in C drive. Try to do in E drive or D drive, something else. That will be better. So this is a software we require for Node.js. First you must install this only. Then only you are eligible for going to Angular. Fine. So let's start. It is now calculating my hard disk space. Already I'm having node.js. So what I'll do, I'll just reinstall it, and you can simply do not change anything. So like the path is coming up, and you can change it if it is coming program files, you can change it to node.js. So directly in C drive. So why I'm getting this? Because I have already have node.js in my system. That is why it is giving like this. I think what you should do, you should change. If it is coming, then you should change it to अरे बाप रे कितने बंदे आ रहा है यार 33 हो गया फटाफट. तो c:/node.js और C के जगह में D कर सकते हो, बट मेरे हिसाब से C ड्राइव ठीक रहेगा बिकॉज इंस्टॉलेशन के लिए. प्रोजेक्ट दूसरे ड्राइव में बनाओ. फाइन. सो नाउ क्लिक ऑन नेक्स्ट. So now in this drop down, select the entire feature will be installed on local hard drive. ये करोगे तो देखो add to path भी हो जाएगा, आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Then do not click this. ये क्लिक करो तो मरोगे क्योंकि it will install Chocolatey. Chocolatey एक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का API होता है, बहुत भयंकर है, और .NET को भी डाउनलोड कर लेगा इसके साथ साथ. सो भाई एक बार मैं करके बर्बाद हो गया था, तो प्लीज डू नॉट डू दैट. डू नॉट इंस्टॉल दैट लाइब्रेरी. सो सिंपली स्टिक टू node.js ओनली. तो ये आपका node.js हो गया. So first set up before you go for Angular. You need to have this and press the yes button and it will start. Simple installation, nothing tough. So node.js is the asynchronous JavaScript server actually. Normally we create two API nowadays or full stack web development other than Java. One of them is known as MARN and one of them is known as mean. MARN का मतलब होता है MongoDB, Express.js, React.js and Node.js. ये हो गया MARN. And mean is MEAN, MongoDB, Express, then Angular and then Node. So Node is the lowest level. So all the server runs from the Node.js mode. Okay. So once this installation is done, also do not forget to install Git, because you require Git commands to be executing with this. So these all requirement will be tested in Angular. So better पहले ही कर लो अगर नहीं है तो. And what I do, I normally do it बीच में मैं करता रहता हूँ, so that क्या होता है ना, अपडेट हो जाती है क्योंकि ये हर रोज ये ओपन सोर्स है. So everybody are contributing there every day. So the versions are constantly getting updated. So better you should do it and update your version. Overwrite कर लो just. So click on this only show new options. It will not show you the old option. So it will removing the previous Git and it will push the new one. These are all open source. You do not need to log in और कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So this is okay. A lot of interviews are now going to happen for Anudeep. So get ready, guys. So do not click anything. Just simply click on finish. Raman Minakshi. Just wait. So now we have done the installation. Now let us start. So when you are working with Angular, again you need to go to CMD. Fine. In CMD, do not click on just open. Click on run as administrator. So सारा काम आपको ये admin prompt में करना चाहिए. ठीक है? तो please याद रखियो. Do not work in another folder and all. Now how to install Angular? Now, first of all, are you sure that node is ready? So node minus version. 2 version 2 hyphen I think. Yeah. So guys, you can see now again students are coming. So you can see now the node version is now present. This is the version 18.12.1 whatever. And then what is the npm version? Node package manager. So this is your npm version. Okay, 8.19.2. This is the version we are now having. Now what is npm? npm is the node package manager. It's a kind of a repository where all the libraries are present. So whatever npm command we are going to use, we are going to download all the library. And any separate libraries are also available. Like, suppose I want a library for uppercase. So I want to convert a string to lowercase to uppercase. So you can get a lot of library like this. Okay. So there are a lot of libraries are present. These are all open source. Even you can contribute your own library in that. So it is known as npm. So nervously practice multi-threading. देखो क्या क्या नाम है. So npm is actual name is Node Package Manager. Right? Original name. So people are called it in different names for fun. Now guys, how to install Angular? So Angular installation. So simply you do not need to go anywhere. Angular install is present in your Angular site only. So simply go to this link. So this is guys setting up the local environment and workspace. Fine. So Angular CLI tool we need. This is basically the tool we require for Angular installation. That I told you that node.js is required. So already I've done that. So now this is the command. So simply copy this npm install minus g1 global Angular /CLI. Fine. So what I'll do, I'll go there. Then you can install. So how we'll be doing that? You can go to any working folder. Better अरे यार पढ़ाई या ऐड करते रहे जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई. तो what you do, you go to E drive. मैं C में काम नहीं करता Angular का, ठीक है. तो I create a folder Angular. Then total एक फोल्डर बना लेते, उसके अंदर सारा चीज करेंगे और आफ्टर दैट I'll delete all. So Angular total clear कर दो सारे screen and then paste this command. So npm install minus g @Angular/CLI. This is the command to actually install Angular in your computer. Already I am having it, तो मेरे तो 1 second में हो जाए. Guys who are not having it, please do it fast. So then only you can do any simple application or complex application, whatever you want. So now we have done it. 26 packages are looking for funding. These are all open source, but do not even fund. Do not type npm fund. ये आपका ATM card का details मांगेगा फिर. So it has added new 3 packages, remove 13 packages. मतलब पुराना 13 package हटा दिया और change कर update कर दिया, audit कर दिया इसमें. 15 second time में they have done so many things. So now guys, we are now sure with that Angular is now really present. फिर से कोई आया क्या ज्वाइन किया नहीं, व्हाट्सएप आया, साउंड में समझ नहीं आता को क्या हो. Now if I want to work with Angular, the command is ng -version. ng is the main double hyphen version नहीं है, simple version है शायद. ng version or something. Yes, this is the logo of Angular. Guys, I told you already that do not go for Angular JS. You need to learn Angular only. ठीक है. So current version of Angular is not supported. The latest version I'm using 18. The current version of the node is not supported by Angular. So Angular upgrade उनका problem है, warning दे रहा है. तो कोई issue नहीं है. Now how do I create an application in Angular? So to create any application, let us start with simple ng. I'll create a simple and new create an application. So the command will be new. Then suppose my first application is demo. So ng new demo, press enter. New is the command, demo is the name of the app that I'm going to create. Routing means if I want to create a dashboard, then from one page I want to travel to another page. Angular is a single page development because within one page only we have to jump to multiple pages. So that's known as routing or navigation. So if you want that, then it will create a special file for routing. Otherwise, it will not create that. So normally हम लोग इसको ES लेके चलते हैं, ठीक है? तो मतलब नो करके भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन बाद में फिर ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो better you do it now. Then it is asking that what is the CSS you want, because Angular do not let you write CSS and all. ये अपने आप बन जाएगा. तो CSS लोगे या फिर अलग अलग देखो उनका custom CSS है. So that these things actually I do not know. Nobody knows. Actually, you have to do R&D research on that, and we don't have time on that. So we'll go for the simple CSS. Press enter. So now guys, we are going to create. So देखो अभी ये डाउनलोड करना चालू हुआ. अभी चालू करना है, बड़ा खतरनाक काम है. तो चालू जब करेगा, अभी डाउनलोड करेगा पूरा एप्लीकेशन को. It will download and keep in your computer. And then you can actually start working with this.
पहले एंगुलर जेएस आया था, उसके बाद एंगुलर आया था ना.
एंगुलर जेएस हम लोग नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं.
नहीं, आपने बोला ना अभी, तो मैंने वही बोला कि आपने
एंगुलर जेएस भूल जाओ.
सर आपने शायद से कल बताया था कि एंगुलर जेएस पहले वर्जन था, उसके बाद
एंगुलर जेएस के बाद ही एंगुलर आया है. So guys, we are getting lot of work warning, but still successfully initialized it. So because there is no sub will be replaced by all, and also whatever I have created that structure. So अगर सही में बन गया तो कैसे पता चलेगा बन गया? So go to CD and your application name is demo. So click on that. So now before running, you simply open the code structure. We use Visual Studio Editor only to use it. Okay, so write code, then gap, then dot. So it will open your Visual Studio Editor. Do not use Eclipse or any other software for this. So you get your structure, folder structure of Angular is, you can see now. It is now ready. Now, obviously no program, you are not able to see any program, and also simply open SRC. There will be one root application app. So this is the most important application, and it is a default application. You cannot create any Angular application without minimum one app. There can be multiple apps. So the default app is app. And remember, whenever you are creating a minimum Angular application, there are 4 files will be created. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. सबसे पहला फाइल होगा HTML. This is the HTML. So see guys, we have created the HTML. हम लोग कुछ लिखा ही नहीं, कितना कुछ देखो खुद लिख दिया. ठीक है. Then we have the CSS. No CSS, no design is made. Then we have the TS. This is known as TypeScript file. I told you in last day in Angular do not use Java, it uses TypeScript. So again something came up. Okay. So this is your this thing. Then we are having the TS. This is the module file. What are the modules are present? Okay, in Angular. Thank you, sir. What happened?
Sir, here is selected version.
What? I'm not getting you.
Sir, actually I'm getting an error while installing in Angular.
But let me teach first, then how in the meat of the teaching,
Okay.
Stop my teaching.
Sir, sorry.
So do not
Sorry,
disturb.
sir.
So later on we'll see that. So first we are having that HTML file, then we are going to have the TS file, then we are going to have the CSS file, and there is called spec file. Now this is a spec file is something that is mainly for validation and testing. So we are not going to use a spec file too much. So give least importance to that. So now again another funda in Visual Studio Editor, you must know that whenever you open any file, now suppose I have opened this spec file, now I change it to TS. देखो मैंने इसमें क्लिक किया तो पुराना वाला बंद हो गया. नोटिस करो. If I open a file, then it is coming on the previous file. तो प्रीवियस फाइल बंद हो गया और ये फाइल खुल गया. यहाँ पे देखो 2 टैब नहीं आ रहा है. बट इफ आई वांट दैट, आई वांट टू सी ऑल द थिंग्स इन अ टैब, तो कैसे करोगे आप? एक तो आपने CSS खोल रखा है, तो आप क्या करोगे? डबल क्लिक करो. तो जैसे ही डबल क्लिक करोगे, देखो ये दूसरा नया टैब में आएगा. सो क्लिक करोगे तो ये उसके ऊपर आ जाएगा, डबल क्लिक करोगे तो क्या होगा ना, इट विल बी रिटेनिंग द प्रीवियस वन एंड एडिंग इट। तो गाइस ये थोड़ा सा काम करते हुए आपको पता होगा whenever you will be doing that. So this is the first time you are coming here. So double click, then double click. See, now it is not closed the previous one, it has opened it in another tab. So double click is better than than a single click. Another point. Suppose you have written something. देखो यहाँ पे देखो demo app is, अब ये लाइन से बाहर हो गया ना, we are not able to see. कैसे देखोगे? ड्रैग करोगे फिर देखोगे, लेकिन आप तरीका है कहां से आप ड्रैग नहीं करते, यू कैन रैप इट। कैसे रैप करोगे? रैप करने के लिए आपको करना पड़ेगा ऑल्ट जेड, ये देखो। सो ऑल्ट जेड दोबारा करोगे तो भाग जाएगा और ये आ जाएगा, ये देखो ऐसे, ठीक है। तो मेक ए ऑल्ट जेड कमांड टू सी द एंटायर थिंग इन ए सिंगल विंडो। सो गाइस दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर सीइंग एंड मैनेजिंग द थिंग्स। नाउ कोडिंग तो कुछ किया नहीं है, कुछ हुआ ही नहीं अभी तक, हमने एक लाइन भी नहीं लिखा। तो लेट अस नाउ ट्राई टू, विदाउट राइटिंग एनीथिंग, हाउ डू वी बिल्ड द एप्लीकेशन। ठीक है, तो बिल्ड करने के लिए कमांड होती है ng build, but normally that's is not required. When you are building, building will be done at the time of running only. So when you are running, it is previously building, then it is running. So you can straight away write ng surf, then double hyphen o. Double hyphen o क्या करता है? It opens the browser with the output, the default home page. You can make it shortcut by writing ng instead of surf, लिख सकते हो s. So ng s double hyphen o. तो सिंपली प्रेस करो, देखो आपका ये एप्लीकेशन बिल्ड भी हो जाएगी, आउटपुट भी आ जाएगी, लेकिन वेट करना पड़ेगा। सो इट विल क्रिएट ए बंडल, इसको कहते हैं हम लोग, यहाँ पे बंडल बनाएगा और बंडल विल बी डिस्प्लेड। And if you want to change the content, you do not need to worry about. You can do the change. अच्छा, do not say send anything, share anonymous access. So simply press no. नहीं तो क्या करेगा, फिर डाउनलोड अपलोड चलता रहेगा। So close कर दो इसको। আমার জ্বর কাল থেকে, জ্বর, সর্দি কিরে জ্বর, জ্বর নিয়ে পড়াচ্ছি, মাথা ফাথা ব্যথা, ওষুধ খেয়ে অ্যান্টিবায়োটিক খেয়ে। আরে ওয়েদার ঠান্ডা, ওয়েদার না, ওয়েদার চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে তো এখন, সবার শরীর খারাপ, গলা ফলা বসে, গলা ব্যথা পুরো একদম, তাই নিয়েই চলছে, কি করবো। Yes, so guys, you see now, it is now giving me the out. So guys, we have successfully ultimately run our first Angular. देखिए मशीन में देखो गो गो करके साउंड हो रहा है, पीछे एंगुलर चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है पता नहीं। तो गाइज मेरा 8 GB रैम है, उसके ऊपर भी यह हाल है, ठीक है। तो लो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मशीन विल बी हैविंग सम प्रॉब्लम, सो दैट इज व्हाई आई विल शो यू ए ब्यूटीफुल थिंग। ये TCS यूज करता है, स्टैक ब्रिज। दिस इज ऑनलाइन एडिटर फॉर एंगुलर, इंस्टेंट डेवलपमेंट। देखो सिंपली साइन इन करो, यू कैन यूज एनी ईमेल आईडी, गूगल आईडी और एन ऑल, गिटहब आईडी एंड ऑल, कर लिया मैंने। नाउ गो टू योर पॉपुलर, देखो एंगुलर क्लिक करो, सारे हैं, ये देखो पूरा आपको दे दिया यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर, एंड नाउ इट इज रनिंग नाउ।
सर वो एंगुलर डाउनलोड करने का जरूरत है फिर?
कुछ नहीं है, हो गया, रन हो गया आपका। ये मस्त चीज है ना,
यही पे पढ़ा दो।
ये देखो कोडिंग, ये देखो सारा चीज है। अब यहाँ पे चेंज करो, जैसे ही चेंज करोगे ये भी बदलता जाएगा। जैसे स्टार्ट यहाँ पे है ना, तो क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे, इसको भगाओ, इसको भगा के लिखो फिर कुछ, जैसे मैं लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे, देखो तुम भी लिखते जाओगे और वहां पे भी आता जाएगा। तो राइट यार, व्हाट ए फन। पैड पी टैग, अरे यार कहाँ क्लिक कर दिया। तो ये आपने यहाँ पे हो गया, ये कुछ शेयर करो, सेव करो, फॉर्क करो, शेयर करो, व्हाट्सएप में भेज दो प्रोजेक्ट बना कहीं पे. So guys, you can see now this is a very simple way of working. But इसमें क्या होता है ना, ऑनलाइन लाइव है पूरा, कर सकते हो. अगर आपका मशीन का इशू है तो यू कैन यूज दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग. बट ऑब्वियसली बना सकते हो, बना के डाउनलोड भी कर सकते हो. यू कैन डाउनलोड दिस प्रोजेक्ट एंटायरली टू योर कंप्यूटर अगेन. और यहाँ पे भी देखो सारा चीज है, सर्च एंड देन Firebase is also there. सेटिंग्स में जाके you can have dev server and all. So this is StackBridge is used by your TCS people are using this one. It's actually a contribution from some of the TCS developers only. It's open source platform where online live working of Angular you can create. Even open a new tab, you can close it. Okay, you can close the window again. But हम लोग क्या करेंगे, हम लोग हाथ में सीखेंगे. हाथ में सीखने में जो मजा आता है तभी, तो इसमें कहा, तो बस मैं आपको दिखा दिया, ये आपके ऊपर है. मैं इसको यूज नहीं करूंगा, ठीक है. So we'll be not using that. So let's close it. So now guys, we are having this. Now we can see here a demo app is running. अब बंदा ये कहां से लिख रहा है, तो यहाँ पे तो ये भी तो सकता है ना, अमिताभ is running. Demo app is running मतलब I don't like it. And also I do not like it. देखो यहाँ पे ट्यूटोरियल जैसा न्यू कंपोनेंट बनाओगे तो क्या कमांड होगा, मटेरियल बनाओगे तो क्या, देखो सारा. You'll get all the ideas here. Okay, commands and all. Angular has got also very strong testing, like JUnit we are having. Angular testing is also there, but that is not in our course. But still, you can use. You can connect to some meetup logo and then join the conversation Discord and all. All the things are possible. Even Twitter भी है यहाँ पे देखो, ठीक है. तो YouTube, Twitter तो सब कुछ है. तो इसको हम चेंज कैसे करेंगे? सबसे पहले तो ये पेज मुझे पसंद नहीं है, तो लेकिन उससे पहले ये समझ लो कि ये कहां से आ रहा है, डेमो ऐप. So let's come to the index.html. सारा बंद कर दो पहले, close all. Now come back to your HTML, है ना. तो हम लोग तो यही पेज देख रहे थे, app.html. सीधा नीचे आओ, बड़ा भयंकर पेज होता है, बड़ा लंबा सा, देखने की जरूरत नहीं है ना, ठीक है. तो हैरान हो जाओगे, you will be panicking that क्या क्या पता नहीं लिख रखा, सर कुछ नहीं आता है. देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. ओनली वही चीज देखो जिससे आपको पैसा मिलेगा. और ये सब निकल रहा है, बाहर निकल रहा है, तो ओनली डू है Alt Z, सारे आ जाएंगे आपके सामने. ये देखो बंदा मिल गया आपका. नाउ क्वेश्चन इज, ये टाइटल क्या है भाई? ऐप इज रनिंग. तो ठीक है, अगर हम ऐप को कर देते हैं यहाँ पे अमिताभ इज रनिंग, है ना. तो अगर हम अमिताभ इज रनिंग कर दे एंड देन गो टू द ब्राउजर, यू सी इमीडिएटली देयर इज अ रिफ्रेश. देखो अमिताभ इज रनिंग आ गया. मैं तो भाग रहा हूँ, लेकिन बंदा ये डेमो कहां से आ रहा है? So that means what, it is taking the value. This is one of the interpolation in Angular. Angular में interpolation ऐसे bracket फिर bracket. ये actually on Flask में use होता है. So what is this title? Title एक variable है जिसका value है demo. उसके लिए आ रहा है demo अमिताभ is running. तो इसको हम change करना चाहते हैं, तो you need to go to the TS file. All the variable will come from TypeScript. चलो यहाँ पे, तो ये आ गया आपका TS file. ये देखो demo, तो title variable आ गया. तो हम type variable का नाम बदल के कर देते हैं अनुदीप, और इसका वैल्यू कर देते हैं आवर ऐप, ठीक है. तो ये हो गया, अनुदीप हो गया, वेरिएबल का नाम ये हो गया. जैसे ही मैंने अनुदीप लिखा, देखो यहाँ पे नंबर 1 आ गया. पता कैसे आया? क्योंकि यहाँ पे एरर हो गया, बिकॉज देयर इज नो वेरिएबल बाय द नेम टाइटल. मैंने उसका हटा के अनुदीप कर दिया, देखो एरर हो गया, लाल हो गया, ठीक है. तो प्रॉपर्टी टाइटल डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट. तो सिंपल बात है, तो क्या करेंगे, हटा के मारो यहाँ पे अनुदीप यार. तो अनुदीप, हाँ अमिताभ भी हटा देते, तो इज रनिंग रख देते हैं, तो आ जाएगा. फिर आपका आउटपुट देखो कैसे होता है. आवर ऐप इज रनिंग. क्लियर गाइस? दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन पीपल आस्क. Describe an Angular application and change the execution area. That how you can change it or make it your own. Is it clear till now, all of you?
Sir, is it possible to show the output again once more, like one more time?
Yeah, ये देखो.
हाँ, is running आ रहा है.
हाँ. Okay. So now guys, अभी हम क्या करेंगे ना, ये जो पेज है, ये पेज मुझे पसंद नहीं. I don't like this page. So what I'll do, I'll simply come to that HTML and I'll simply select all magaos. Save कर. The moment I save it and all gone, come back to your browser. Browser खाली होगी, कुछ नहीं है, कुछ लिखा ही नहीं आपने. तो यहाँ पे आप जो लिखोगे ना वही आएगा. तो देखो, ये देखो, So I just write here, I am Amitava. So it's not that you need to stick to that. It's now it's coming. It's reflecting. It's taking up your own details. Okay. So this is basically a very simple way of executing. Now इसको थोड़ा चेंज करते हैं. पहला एप्लीकेशन बना रहे हैं तो लेट अस गो टू योर टीएस फाइल. तो हम लोग तो ये वेरिएबल यूज ही नहीं कर रहे. तो इसमें कैसे होता है? देखो, कंपोनेंट सिलेक्टर, दिस इज द नेम ऑफ योर कंपोनेंट. ऐप रूट, ये जो ऐप होता है ना, this app is nothing but app root component. That's why the name of the component is app-root. Template URL means it is taking the HTML from this file. Dot माने current working directory, then slash, then app.component.html. मतलब ये. Style URL मतलब it is taking the CSS. इसको CSS यहाँ से मिल रहा है ना, तो ये हो गया आपका corresponding CSS. तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? देखो, अपने HTML में मैंने ये लिखा, H1 टैग लिखा है. तो सपोज मैं H1 में थोड़ा सा स्टाइल मारना चाहता हूँ, तो कैसे मारते हैं स्टाइल H1 में? CSS कैसे लिखते हैं स्टाइल यार? याद है किसी को? सपोज आई राइट कलर इक्वल टू एक्वा. तो H1 का मैंने स्टाइल ये डाल दिया. तो ये स्टाइल किस पे अप्लाई होगी? H1 में. तो H1 कौन सा टैग है? ये है. तो देखो ब्राउजर में जाके स्टाइल आया कि नहीं? ये देखो आ गया. So guys, understanding how the things can be controlled. बहुत कुछ नहीं है, ये बच्चों वाली चीज है. ओके, थोड़ा दूर करोगे और मैं I'll give you a very beautiful PDF फाइल. उसमें पढ़ोगे तो एकदम फटाफट एंगुलर रेडी 2 दिन. Now come back to your code. Now अब क्या करेंगे हम लोग? Let us now add up something more. तो यहाँ पे बना दिया हम लोगों ने. तो suppose let us create a ename. Ename is a variable. Now you see here I'm using JavaScript now. I'm not using Java actually. So this is the way you can write your scripting variable. थोड़ा TypeScript आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So suppose I declare initialize a variable. Semicolon is just like Java. Okay. Suppose then I write age of the employee equal to 50. Okay. So I've written these two. Two are the variables what I've written. Now I want to print these two data. है ना? तो इसको हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? जैसे डिस्प्ले वाला काम होगा HTML में. तो यहाँ तक तो हमने कर दिया. तो हम क्या करेंगे? लाइन एक HR टैग मारेंगे. HR क्या करता है? हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन मारता है. ठीक है. अब हम क्या करेंगे? I need to print the employee name is. तो कैसे प्रिंट करेंगे? वेरिएबल का वैल्यू डबल ब्रैकेट और क्लोजिंग में डबल ब्रैकेट, बीच में आ जाएगा वेरिएबल का नाम. कौन सा वेरिएबल है आपका भाई? ई-नेम और एज है ना, तो यहाँ पे डाल दो फिर ई-नेम. और दूसरे लाइन में क्या करोगे? लाइन ब्रेक लगाओ और फिर मारो यहाँ पे एम्प्लॉई एज इज 50. 50 तो ऐसे नहीं आएगा, तो यहाँ पर आपको डिस्प्ले करवाना पड़ेगा. सो यू राइट लाइक एज. So age will be taking the value and it will be displayed.
सर ये एम्प्लॉई एज भी हॉरिजॉन्टल मैनर में आएगा? अरे हाँ
बोलता है अरे हाँ आ गया. ओके, तो कुछ नहीं, अपने आप ही आता है यार, कुछ चक्कर नहीं है, टेंशन नहीं है. ओके, तो सिंपल चीजें हैं, ज्यादा फंडेबाजी है नहीं. आराम से करो, धीरे से करो, पढ़ के करो. एंड अल्टीमेटली आवर एम इज नोबडी विल ट्राई टू आस्क यू इन इंटरव्यू दैट ये सब क्या होता है. वो लोग क्या बोलेंगे ना, हाउ डू यू connect a Spring Boot with Angular? That is actually the main thing they ask, and mainly the service layer of Angular, where people are more interestingly requiring the demands on that. Okay, so we need to understand those areas clearly. But obviously to understand that, आपको ये सारे चीज भी तो पता होना चाहिए. Now after that, suppose we have written only variable ना. देखो कौन कौन है पता नहीं. So let's come back here. तो हम लोगों ने HTML बना दिया, CSS बना दिया. ठीक है, तो HTML में ये H1 टैग लगा दिया, BR टैग लगा दिया, ये सारे कर दिया. ऊपर से अभी फिर एक लाइन ग्रैब करते हैं HR. ठीक है, तो now what I am going to do? Now let us write how to use a function. वेरिएबल तो हमने दे दिया. TS फाइल में आपने देख लिया वेरिएबल, 2 वेरिएबल, 3 वेरिएबल यूज कर लिया हम लोगों ने. So now how do I use a function? So guys, let us write a function. Just suppose मैं ऐसा फंक्शन लिखता हूँ कि वेलकम टू अनुदीप. सिंपल सा है. सबसे पहले 0 लेवल का करो. तो सपोज कैसे फंक्शन लिखते हैं? फंक्शन का नाम देते हैं डिस्प्ले. तो देखो भाई, जावा का जैसा नहीं है, थोड़ा सा अलग है. ये हो गया फंक्शन. कोई रिटर्न टाइप देने की जरूरत नहीं है, सीधा ब्रैकेट लगाओ. ठीक है, अब हम क्या करेंगे? नाउ व्हेनेवर यू कॉल द फंक्शन, इट विल प्रिंट सम मैसेज इन अलर्ट बॉक्स. अलर्ट बॉक्स होता है जावास्क्रिप्ट में, तो आपने पढ़े होंगे. तो ये हो गया आपका अलर्ट फंक्शन जावास्क्रिप्ट वाला. तो यहाँ पे हम लिखते हैं, कोई मैसेज देते हैं, वेलकम टू अनुदीप, है ना, लाइक दिस। बट सवाल ये उठता है ये तो हो गया सर फंक्शन, इसको कॉल बिना कॉल किए तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला। देखो आउटपुट तो जैसा था वैसा ही पड़ा हुआ है, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने तो कॉल ही नहीं किया फंक्शन को। So guys, now we need to know how do you able to call it. तो कॉल करने के लिए कहाँ गए? अबे एक सेकंड, हेलो, अरे तो उनका नौकरी भी हो गया, इनको इंटरव्यू लिए थे, अच्छा खासा इंटरव्यू दिया बंदे ने। He is from Chennai actually, nice guy. Having lambda expression knowledge is also there. So nowadays we do not find good trainer actually. That's the problem we find. But this person is good. We rarely now getting good people. पता नहीं market को क्या हो गया। So guys, now we need to call with this display function जो आपको alert का call करवाएगा, है ना। तो function calling means when I want then only it will be called. If I do not want it will not be called. So all the things has to be done here. But obviously how you can call a function? You can generate a button. So this is known as some concept, and the concept name is event binding. Event binding. तो हम लोग को इवेंट बाइंडिंग करना है ना, तो करने के लिए हमको एक बटन चाहिए। तो एंगुलर में कैसे बटन बनाते हैं? देखो बटन आ गया, BU आ गया बटन, बट थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, फर्क है। You need to now open a bracket, and in that bracket guys you just press control space bar, it will give you the event, क्या क्या event possible है। हम क्लिक चाहते हैं तो ये आ गया आपका क्लिक। Now within this double code guys we need to now write the name of the function जिसको आप कॉल करना चाहते हो। किसको कॉल करना चाहते हो? डिस्प्ले को, है ना। तो ये बंदा आ गया यहाँ पे। अब बटन दिखाने के लिए थोड़ा डेकोरेशन लगाते हैं, स्टाइल। Style मतलब you can roll, it is nothing but local CSS. Suppose let us put some margin and 20 pixel screen separation from the right side like this, and then the button tag is over, and इसका बीच में हम मैसेज देंगे। ये बटन के ऊपर लिखा रहेगा क्लिक मी फॉर डिस्प्ले फंक्शन, बड़ा वाला बटन हो जाएगा फिर, क्योंकि लेबल बढ़ा दिए। तो गाइस वी हैव क्रिएटेड दैट, लेट अस सी अगर बटन सही में बना के नहीं, पीछे तो चल रहा होगा। ये देखो बंदा कितना बड़ा बटन आ गया, आप देखो क्लिक करो, ये देखो आ रहा है वेलकम टू अनुदीप। आ रहा है समझ में गाइस? हाउ टू क्रिएट, वेरी सिंपल, इजी, फनी।
यस सर।
यस सर।
एक चीज गौर करो, जैसे हम क्लिक कर रहे हैं ना, देखो ये जो बॉक्स आ रहा है ना, यू कैन सी द बॉक्स, देख लिया ना। अब इसको याद रखो, इसको याद रखो, आपको दूसरा चीज दिखा रहा है। लिंक को कॉपी कर लिए, ब्राउजर बदल दिए। सपोज मैं एज में आ गया ना, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का एज में, अब पेस्ट कर दिया लिंक, सेम लिंक आ गया, आ गया। आपको क्लिक कर रहे हैं, देखो पूरा
डिटो सेम है।
सेम टू सेम है, लेकिन क्या है ना, ये बदल सकता है। मतलब ये अंदर का जो कंपोनेंट्स वगैरह आप दिख रहे हो, तो इट इज एक्चुअली चेंजिंग डिपेंडिंग ऑन द सेटिंग ऑफ द ब्राउजर। तो अगर आप फायरफॉक्स में आ जाओ, कम टू फायरफॉक्स, ठीक है, तो फायरफॉक्स में जाके फिर इसको डालो, यहाँ पे भी सेम पेज आ गया। अब देखो इसमें क्लिक करो, ये देखो कैसे बटन आ रहा है, देखो ये देखो लुक, देखो ये देखो वो स्क्वायर, वहां पे स्क्वायर था, अभी देखो टिल्टेड है ना, ये राउंडेड कॉर्नर,
कर भी है,
कर भी है। तो ये एक्चुअली क्या है ना, ये ब्राउजर डिपेंडेंट होता है, समझ रहे हो? ये जो बॉक्स जनरेट होता है इट इज ब्राउजर डिपेंडेंट। और एक चीज आपको सिखा दूं, एंगुलर में कभी एरर हो गया ना, हम लोग का तो बहुत एरर होता है, मेरा तो बहुत ही होता है, छोड़ो, मेरा कोडिंग 50% गलत होता है। तो जैसे गलत होता है हम क्या करते हैं, डिबगिंग कैसे करेंगे एंगुलर में? कोई एरर हो गया तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या हो रहा है, हम क्या करेंगे ना, देखो सीधा बटन में सपोज आपका प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, तो राइट क्लिक करो इसमें, देन गो टू इंस्पेक्ट, ये देखो इसमें क्लिक करो, ये देखो पूरा खुल दिया आपको। अब इसमें देखो ना, ये स्टाइल में लगा हुआ है बंदा, ठीक है, तो कंपोनेंट लेआउट, इवेंट लिसनर, अभी इसमें तुम पूरा देख सकते हो कैसे ये चल रहा है। अब देखो बटन में क्लिक मी फॉर डिटेल फंक्शन, ये देखो उसको मिल रहा है कि नहीं मिल रहा है। सो इट विल शो यू द कंसोल आल्सो, ये देखो कंसोल में एंगुलर इज रनिंग इन डेवलपमेंट मोड। तो अगर आपका कोई एरर है तो यहाँ पे सीधा दिखाएगा कि एंगुलर इज नॉट रनिंग और समथिंग लाइक दैट, एंगुलर स्टार्टेड। इसको कहते हैं कंसोल, इसको कहते हैं एलिमेंट्स, ठीक है, इसको कहते हैं सोर्सेस, इसको कहते हैं परफॉर्मेंस हाईलाइट, दिस इज द नेटवर्क, नेटवर्क स्लो है या फास्ट है, परफॉर्मेंस कैसा है, रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हो आप इसको, मतलब पीछे जो चल रहा है, मेमोरी यूटिलाइजेशन कैसा है, हीप स्नैपशॉट निकाल सकते हो, एप्लीकेशन क्या क्या चाहिए, लोकल स्टोरेज आपका कुकीज जैसा लोकल स्टोरेज में काम ज्यादा हो रहा है, ये देखो एंगुलर का लोकल स्टोरेज, ये देखो कुकीज ऑलरेडी एंगुलर के इंक्लूडेड है, ये देखो एक कुकी उसने डाल रखा है अंदर लोकल स्टोरेज के अंदर। सेशन स्टोरेज और इसका इंप्रूव्ड एरिया होता है, ठीक है, सेशन का अलग है, सेशन हमने बनाया नहीं तो है नहीं कुछ, तो वेब एसक्यूएल कुकीज इसके अंदर कुकीज भी है लेकिन लोकल स्टोरेज यूज करता है एंगुलर, ठीक है। तो इसमें देखो कुकीज में कुछ नहीं है, कुकीज यूज ही नहीं करता, उस लोकल स्टोरेज यूज करता है, लोकल स्टोरेज का जगह ज्यादा मिलता है क्योंकि एंगुलर काफी चीजें उसमें रखता है इसमें। तो गाइस यू कैन गेट दिस ऑल विंडो फ्रॉम दिस इंस्पेक्ट। कहां से आया बंदा, ये राइट क्लिक किए इंस्पेक्ट, कोई भी ब्राउजर में मिल जाएगा, ऐसा कोई चक्कर नहीं है। अब इसमें आ जाओ, कोई भी, मतलब सपोज ये क्रोम का जो पेज है ना, तो हमको मतलब ये जो ये आपको दिख रहा है, होम पेज दिख रहा है ना, कुछ भी, तो सपोज मेरे को सपोज यहाँ पे जाके फिर
सर
ये देखना है, तो यहाँ पे जाके हम क्या करते हैं, ये देखो,
please speak in English, sir. I am Tamil.
Sorry. So you can see all the content in here also. So this inspect is basically giving you the complete idea that what is happening in the behind. Okay, so inspect means you are actually keeping an eye on what's happening in the background, what the process flow is happening, which function is called, which is not called, something like this. It's a kind of a debugger, you can say, maximum. Okay, whenever we are going to do the debugging, we are going to use this one. So fine, so we have created a very simple and standalone application where we are having only some function and all, isn't it? So now the next question is, we have created a button, and in that button we are now able to see some, clicking and something is happening. Now the question is how we are going to take some data from the customer. Button means showing something. Now how to design an input form using some text field. It's very important, guys, the text field. So whenever you are going to work with text field, first of all, we need to click on app.module.ts. This is the most important file. Here, we are having app.module. That means it is storing all the modules. So you can see browser module, app routing module. All the modules are there. And also, these modules are actually imported from the internal library. You can see the imports, ng module, browser module, all the modules. These are all by default, bootstrapping module. So we can see a lot of modules present. Now what I want to do, I want to add up. If I want to create a form type of application, so guys, we need to now add up a new, in the import section, we are going to add up reactive forms module. The moment I write reactive forms module, you can observe immediately this line is auto-generated. So guys, you do not need to remember that where from, how do you write the import statement. Like it's not like Java import statement, that it gives you some import java.lang. Just the way we write. Okay, so it's not that. So this particular module is required if you want to design any forms and all. Now come back to your TS file. TS is the main area for coding.
So sir, which means like that import line will automatically appear.
Yeah, automatically. Yeah, you will see. We will actually in my Angular class, whenever I teach, I do not show any already running application. I will create everything in front of you. Everything.
Thank you, sir.
That will make you understand the flow, and that will also take a lot of time. That is actually the problem with my class. I take a lot of time. Because why, unless and until if I already show you which is a application which has been created already, simply run that. So what you will understand? If you try to do that error, then nobody is there to help you. But if I do it in front of you, then you will be able to identify, sir, at that moment you face that error. So you can note down that even I can face that error. So sure thing, sir. Yeah, that is actually what I always tell our members also, our trainers also, that try to use that one. Okay, anyway, so now what I'll do inside our app class after the display function, suppose what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a new form control. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll now import. You can see the import component is there. Now I'll show you how you can also write your own. Whenever you write import, you must write a bracket. Then you write form control. You see, Do not try to write full. Always go slow. Form, control. See, it will automatically give you help. But even if you're not coming, so you can see now control. CONTROL. It is not coming now. So form control. Then close the bracket. Then from what is the library? You can simply copy this because it is a root. It is a root like your java.lang. So the core is already there, but forms, it is not coming from there, it is coming from forms. This. So now you give a semicolon. Now the question is why this line, there is a shade over there. The reason is you have not used it.
Acha.
In Eclipse, you remember when you write a variable, if you don't use it, it becomes YOLO.
Yes, sir.
In Angular, if you write a import and if you don't use it, it becomes shaded. This is not error. That is just a signal that you are not using it. Okay. So
as soon as you start using it,
it will be highlighted.
Acha.
That is the actual thing. Now what I'll do, I'll now try to create a variable. Suppose username. I want to create a variable by the name username. How? This is nothing but form control is nothing but a class. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll create an object of this class. New keyword is also present here. So I'll write now control V, then bracket. And then I'll supply blank string there. See line number 3. Isn't it highlighted?
Yes, sir.
Now what I'll do, now I'll write another function, update name, because I want to change the value of that name. This function will be used for that purpose. So what I'm going to write, how do I access the variable here? Suppose I want to access that uname variable. I want to access this uname, but it is an instance variable because we have created using new keyword. How do you access it? In JavaScript, the rule is this dot uname dot set value. See the second one, set value. Then suppose I want to write a fixed value here. You can also take it from user, but I'm going to write. So that means whenever I want to call this function, what it will do, it will make the value of uname to my name. That is Amitava will be there. Now what I'll do, this is what I have done. So what I have done there is I have added a function uname, and uname function, what the job of this is nothing but a form control variable. And what it will do, if I call this function update name, immediately it will change the value to this. So even if I supply it as a parameter also, that we will do later. Now the question is how I'll be applying this. Now to apply this, guys, we go back to our HTML. I have created here till here we have done, again put HR. So like this way you slowly developed. Now I'll develop a label control. Angular label, because I want to write something, some text, simple, user name. Then I want to add up a input text. Now see, I'm doing some difference here. Input type equal to text. This is already HTML, you know. But here, as because now I'll be supplying the value of this text control from this form control component, which I created here, this form control, how I'll be making Angular to know this. So to know that, guys, we'll be using array symbol. And here I will supply the form control. FORM control. So I write that, then close it, form control equal to. What is the variable with which the form control was connected? Uname. You can remember that. So this is my label. So when the label is ready, this label is ready. So it will print that input type username is that uname variable, it will print. Then what I'll do, I'll give a paragraph break. Fine. Within that paragraph break, now I'll print the username. Username is, then how do I print the username? Already you know the way of doing that. That is uname dot value. Third one, uname dot value. Simple uname also will work. Then what I want to change the name to Amitava. So I have to call the function. So guys, to call the function again, I need a button. So simply copy and paste this, but thoda sa change kar denge, we will change it. So instead of this display, what was the name of our function? I forget. I think the name is written here. The name is update name. So just copy, bring it back into your HTML. Scroll down. Here you need to supply the name. cut this bracket, twice I've written. You do not need any style. Suppose I'm not going to use unnecessary style here. Then I change the message also. So I'll here write, what I'll write, update username. Then the button tag is over, then this is also over. And you need to, whenever you write, complete your coding now, you must see that there is no red mark. Here, whenever you see, suppose I forget to close the button tag, suppose. Immediately you see there is 1. That means there is an issue. So click here, it will be, come back to your file, and whenever you are trying to, save the program, and with all this error, this is a red mark coming up, you can see. Now take your mouse there, it is telling you that it represents a paragraph, so is unexpected closing tag, because I have not closed that one. So you take your mouse and you need to simply close the button, / button, save it. So you need to ensure there is no 1, 2, something. 1 means first error. If suppose you get here 5, that means there are 5 errors present. So this is something, you have to be habituated with Angular, doing that slowly. So let's come back here, you see here. So username, I am writing something. See, guys, this is how the dynamic value extraction is. See, I am typing, and it is again, whatever I am typing, it is reflecting in the same page. Now again I have written something, now click here, change to this. Then again you start writing something, and update changed. Got it? Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is a very simple thing. And another thing, this area, source control, can you see? So I told you now, Angular is a huge library. So suppose if you want to copy and upload to drive, your drive will be finished after you create 5 or 6 applications. So better you load it in GitHub. But I'll do that once I complete this particular one.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the format which I have just used now, like in line number 7 and line number 9, like employee name is in within 2 brackets, you have put some space.
Yeah, this is known as interpolation. This is known as Angular interpolation. Whenever there is a TS file, you are declaring a variable. To display that variable, you have to use like this.
So, sir, like this same way, but in line number 21, you didn't put it space over there. So, will it work like that way?
No, username is uname.value, because uname I have created as an instance variable. That is why uname.value I am using.
Got it.
Got it. If it is a normal variable, then I could have directly written uname only.
Okay.
Fine. Now, we have till now did what? We have created all the things and variables and all. Now, have we used a collection? This is a very, very interesting. That means I want to print some detail from some collection. Collection means, in Angular is very, very important to display huge data now. So you need to store the data in some area and all. So how, guys, will be able to actually implement that? Suppose I have some product. Okay, so the product may contain the title, the price, the description. The thousands of things may be there. So let us come to our TS file and let us start. Sorry, not here. And just come to your TS file. Now, till this we have done. Let us put some again line break. And क्या कहते हैं उसको? तुम्हारा what is this separator? Fine. To TS file. Now come here. No, line break is not going to work here. Logic will be working. Now what are you going to do? Suppose I write a variable products. Till now we have used single variable. Anudeep, ename, age, all single variable. Now guys want to create a array kind of thing. Now in Angular, how I'll be going to do that? Now what is the data type of products? If you are not sure about the data type, right now, so there is an option in Angular, and it is very handy option. पता है क्या है? Colon any. So any means it can be anything. It can be string, it can be int, it can be double. So you have the liberty of changing the elements inside it. Then write it equal to symbol. Then start a bracket. See guys, products are now going to contain different things. Like suppose let's start with title. Suppose I want to create some, let us instead of products, let us create some televisions. suppose LEDs. Okay, so title of the LED. है ना? So what is the title of the LED? Title of the LED is, suppose I write here 55-inch LED. Fine. Then comma. Then comes the brand. See guys, I am now taking you to commercial website. Forget about the prime number calculation and even or not. I am not going to do those things. These are not required. Then I create brand. What's the company of the television? Sony. Then comma. Then what's the price? What's the price of that particular television? I'm now going to write. You can use a single code as well. Not a problem. 45,000. Fine. And the last one is description. Normally we give this. Like this way we actually write the products. So description equal to. Then again I write this is a Google TV. You know, nowadays Sony gives us Google television, which is really very interesting. So Google television we have created. Close this by a comma. Description, I think, have I done something wrong? Why it is giving like this? Oh, I have not given colon. Sorry. Yeah. Now guys, you have seen that. Now is it the last bracket comma required? I don't think so, because I am finishing it up. So I have created a variable like this. Now I need to print all these LEDs in my screen. So LEDs is a variable which has got the internal elements like this, like a collection, isn't it? Now I need to display all the television details for a particular television only, Sony. There may be thousands of different brands. So how I'll be going to display those things? Now, first of all, see one by one. Come here. Scroll down. I'm just creating only in one page. So now again HR and then BR. So see the manual way. Then I'll make you, elegant. What's the manual way? Manual way is use interpolation double. What's the variable name? LEDs dot. And what's the variable we had? Title, brand, price. This all. Na? So what I do, guys, I just simply copy. Control C and let us take all of them in some area. Control V. Sorry. Control Z. Control V. Okay. Don't worry. इसको यहाँ ले लो तो आ जाएगा. Okay. Now what I'll do now? First of all, I need title. देखो कैसे होता है. ये this is how you work with one variable. But this is again a bad idea. I'll show you the good idea. Don't worry. So then again I put a line break. Okay, you need to give a line break in between all of them. So like this way, guys, you can do this. This. Now second one was your brand. After title, the variable was brand. And the third one was price. देखो अपने आप आ रहा है. It is coming implicitly. So now the last one is description. Fine. Now close all. Now you delete this. So you have created this. Let us see whether it is now getting displayed in the browser. First step. Yes. Is it okay, guys? Are you able to see my detailed description of the details coming up? Fine.
Yes, sir.
But do you have any style? कैसा लग रहा है ना? अजीब सा लग रहा है. It is not looking good because there is no style. अरे यार थोड़ा color होना चाहिए. Sony brand है. There should be blue color, something like that. Or it should be looking, attractive. So how I'll be using that attractive one to generate that, guys? Let us create a custom style. This is the styles that are created for each one long back. Now what I'll do for title, I want to create a style, custom style, dot style name, like this. Then you start. I need to apply some font size here. So what's the font size I want to give? Suppose I want to give a 30 px. Px pixel. Px means pixel. Okay. Then I want for brand. So I'm creating all first. So in brand, I want to give some, suppose color. Color equal to, suppose this. Then for description, suppose I write dot des. This is the name of my style. It's not need to be same as the variable. You can ignore it or you can create any of your choice. So again, not columns, colors. Color equal to, then I want to pick up here, suppose this blue. Okay. So like this way, and the last one is price. So dot PR stands for price. Then in the price, I want to again create some font size. Suppose here I want to keep some 20 px and I want to create more than one here. I also want to do color. So you can write now color. and suppose I want to apply here yellow. Yes. So something like this. So guys, I have different title. छोटा छोटा कर दो ना इसको, मजा आएगा. T. Brand, make it B. Why should I write here more? Then this is D. Then PR, don't make it dot P. P means you can be confused with paragraph tag. Now, so better let it be PR so that the difference is coming into your head. Now we need to attach this slide with your HTML. This is having no style now. So how I am going to attach them with the corresponding style? So to do that, I'll be applying here now the concept of div tag. So div tag will be coming. Div is a container tag, done in your HTML learning. So in the div here, I'll write class equal to title dot t. So what I'll do here, don't write dot, only t. So dot is taken from there. Then what you do, you copy or rather you cut and इसको बीच में डालो. ये हो गया. फिर आपका BR tag हो गया. फिर now come to the same thing and what you do, you push it that in between. Like second guy is your what? Brand B. So in the middle you need to supply brand. Then remove this. Then again this one. Then again copy and paste. Then this will be your description D, and then this will be description. This over, and the final one was PR, I think, for price. So we need to write here PR. Then here will also be changed to price or LEDs dot price. Then change it. So I've created like multiple div areas. Now there is no error again, no red mark, no 1, 2, 3, 4. So go to your browser and draw. Yes. Okay, guys. There is no color attached for the first one, but the font was bigger. Then the Sony in blue and the Google TV. Then yellow was 45,000 was the price list. So this is basically the way you are going to apply certain style. Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
But again, the problem is this is only one product. Now imagine you are having what I can say,
Several products or
25 televisions in different brands. You are having Sony, na? In your shop there may be Samsung television also. And the client wanted a detailing of that one also. So how you will manipulate them? Is it at all possible to write like this for 25 television? So what I want, guys, I need now loop. You now need to go back to the days of what? Your looping structure. So now, guys, again I'll create now suppose audio. So now I create an audio system. But here I'll do now, I'll create in a different way. See, again that colon any will work, not a problem. Then what I do, I started a single element last time, but here I will start with this bracket. So guys, whenever you are using this bracket, it actually consists of multiple elements inside. That means it will go with this guy first, and like this, comma, this guy, again this, comma, this guy, again like this. So that means you can see now multiple things are now coming. Suppose now I am taking three entries per each one. So suppose this is my first one. So in the title, suppose I am going to write now Sony home theater. Okay. So brand is Sony, or rather let us write home theater only. Fine. So what's the price of that? Suppose it is 40,000. Fine. Then this is title, brand, and this guy is over. Now copy these three. Now come to your second one. Now in the second one, now I need to push another title because I'm going to sell multiple type of product audio. Because audio other than home theater, we can also have your what? Nowadays it's headphone. So now you're going to have a headphone. Suppose the company is Bose. Okay, the price is suppose 30,000, and then come to the last and final one. So then what's the next level of audio? We are having, suppose, a party speaker. Okay. And what's the brand now in the party speakers? Suppose
JBL.
yeah, JBL is quite popular nowadays, so you can use 30,000 or something like that. So guys, we have now this particular collection, and you see the brackets are over and there is no red mark. So that means this kind of structure creation is successful. Now guys, what I want to do now I want to print all of them. So first way you can do this is the zeroth element. This is a kind of array. So audio 0 means Sony. Audio 1 mane Bose. Audio 2 mane JBL. So you can have thousands of that. Now you can do like this. Suppose audio 0 title, audio 0 brand, audio 0 price will print you this guy. Audio 1 title, audio 1 brand, audio price will give you this guy. And audio 2 will give. But if you do like that, and if there are 25 elements are there, then you will be really gone. So how we can use all of them collectively? See. So again line break, again let us put a HR tag. Okay. तो देखो एक लाइन में हम कर देंगे सारा चीज. Okay. How? So let's create a div first. Always in Angular, the logic you have to write within the div tag. Fine. So write a div first. Also the closing. Now inside the div, guys, we have to write the Angular for loop. This is known as Angular directive. Directive means a direction given for the compiler of Angular. So the syntax is star ng for. Then you have to use the syntax of JavaScript, not. You have to use the syntax of TypeScript. Let is a keyword in TypeScript to declare a variable. Like in Java, we use var keyword. So in int I we write. So here let. What is the variable? Suppose let the variable name is x. It can be anything. Now it will iterate in what? Of. Within किसमें घूमेगा ये? So it will iterate within TS because your main variable name is audio. So again come here in audio. So this is the starting. So you have started the loop. Now using this x, I will now print all. So suppose now I'm going to start. You can use the previous style also. Now write the first div tag. Then add up that class equal to, suppose I'm going to add the CSS I've already written, or you can even what you can do, you can add a new, CSS, okay? Suppose I write a new CSS in, okay? So now suppose I make this one as 30 and let us color be yellow only, okay? So I'll be using in here now. Now come back to your HTML. So the class, what's the class I'm using? I'm using in, okay? But in, then this is over, then class is over, then the tag is over. In the middle of these two, use interpolation. But what's the main control? Audio. But here I'll not write audio. What I'll write? I'll write x because I want to browse the first item. Dot. Now x is traveling within audio, so I want to fetch the title of audio. So x dot title. तो ये हो गया आपका सारे चीज का टाइटल आ जाएगा. Then exactly this I had 3. So same style I'm using. So x dot, the second one was brand. Let me cross check. हम लोगों ने क्या क्या लिखे थे. Title, brand, price. So fine. Now x dot title, and the last one is the price. Yes. So all the things will be within this. This will be parent div tag and there will be individual div tag. So this will actually do a complete loop and it will go all the elements. So जितने भी बड़ा है, so you'll be able to see that. मिला? अरे दो बार कैसे आ गया यार?
सर वो ब्रांड होगा.
वही मैं भी देख रहा था.
I've done something wrong. I think
ब्रांड होगा सर, टाइटल लिख दिया आपका.
correct. Yes, brand होगा. Absolutely. Thank you. Copy paste na. Ultimately, you know the power of copy paste. See now it's been updated, isn't it? Looks good. Now, how do you put all the content in middle of the page? How do you bring everything in the middle of the page? So come to your CSS. Now, yes, yeah, इसके लिए आपको शायद I'm not sure. You have to write the body tag, and in the body you have to put the center text align. Something is there center. Let me see whether it's working or not. कुछ नहीं हुआ. Because I think I have not used any body tag in my HTML.
Yes, so we haven't used body.
Yeah, I don't have any body, so how can it do that? So let's now push a body and store everything inside that. So then the closing body tag should be coming at the very last. Okay, now let me see if the change happened. Yeah. Okay, guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
It's not very, I don't think it is really very tough and all. You can actually do that. Now, what I will do now, in Angular, when you are working with Angular and all, this type of coding takes a lot of time. You can actually understand that this thing are giving a lot of time. So I'll give you a Techie Diaries. This is a very interesting website. I don't know whether you know that or not. Techie Diaries. This is a very beautiful Angular, all the web related. You don't find any Spring Boot and all here. Okay, so you can go to Angular. So now you can see some tutorials and all. So what I'll do, I'll write here techdiaries.com. So let me again write here. So what I'll write now, Techie Diaries. Okay. Then I'll write calculator. See, I'll create a calculator from this tutorial. So Techie Diaries is a very interesting website. You can see that how you can create a quickly Angular calculator. We are not going to, do anything extra. We'll simply try to use the calculator and copy and paste it. Let us create the code straight away. It will be creating something like this. Chalo, let's do it, guys. Can you?
Techie Diaries calculator, na sir?
Techie Diaries calculator. So I am doing it. Just see, okay, so that you can understand. So what I'll do, guys, now I'll stop this server. Why I'm stopping this server? Because I'm not going to use this one now. So I've stopped here. Now what you do, you upload it in GitHub. So you just write here my commit, anything. Then click on commit. No stage change. Would you like to stage? Yes. Publish. So I see here private and public automatic. Click public. So GitHub repository already exists. Okay, so let us make it demo or demo 1, 2, 3. So this, yes, guys, see now it's now getting uploaded. So I'm publishing the entire project. So open on GitHub. See, done. So now what I'll do, I'll simply copy this. आपको क्या करना है? I'll share it in your group. Fine. Now what we'll do, how do you want my application to be ready in your machine? Simply come out, suppose you create a folder mdx. Then you go to that folder, then you write git clone. Because I've created the public, so simply paste and press enter, it will download. Guys, getting it? How I'm fetching data from another?
Yes, sir.
So after downloading, you just simply run, before you start your Angular, please run npm install. npm install will simply download the required library, then you can start that ng-serve. So this is how you can actually clone a existing completed project, the project what I have completed today. This project I have completed, so there is no need to now open this, you can simply close. So it will simply download from internet, and then you just write from this top of the folder that demo, that it will be created as a demo, demo 1, 2, 3 or whatever. So within that you need to run the command your ng serve, and once not ng serve, npm install. Then once npm install is done, then you can proceed. So guys, let us now go to your this thing. So I think you should do it properly. Yeah, it's done. Now you see here. Now I want to now clone. So what have been created? Demo 1, 2, 3. Now you do a dir. You see the entire project structure. Then you write your npm install. Then it will download all the Angular library required. See, सन ये download कर लेगा. Okay. जैसे ही download कर लेगा, then you can write npm start, npm serve or ng serve. Then it will run. So how do you run it? ng -o. Press enter. So it will build and host the home page. So you are ready.
Sir, like every time we go for it, so every time it installs specific files, right?
Yeah, because in GitHub it does not upload the library, guys. It only upload the code. अरे नहीं तो GitHub खत्म हो जाएगा. GitHub भी बचना चाहता है Angular से. Okay, so now let us quickly create. ये देखो आ गया. Okay, fine. Isn't it working?
Yes, sir.
So it's fully working. So guys, it is very simple. Only tricks you need to know the तरीका पता होना चाहिए, है ना? तो कैसे बनाएंगे? Now let us create that calculator. चलो copy मारते हैं यार, कौन टाइप करेगा? 5:30 बज गया. So let us come out of this folder, come to our root folder जहाँ पे हम लोग बना रहे थे. We are in Angular total, isn't it? So come back to the root. Now what I'll do, clear my screen and start. ng new ng calculator. Okay. So let us quickly see, try to do that. Yes. So this is a very fast application that you can normally use. Okay. Quickly. So let it continue. Let us continue our study. Now obviously you can do serve and it will run. Obviously we know that it will run. So nothing special on that. Now today what in this application, what we are going to do now, it will have a root module already, you know that app module. Already we have seen that, even we have worked with that, and there is app component TSY, we know that. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create our own component. That we have not done. What we have done, we have only worked with the app module, which is the default module that I told you. But now I want to have my own module. That means I want to create my module. So guys, we are having the folder is ready. You can see now ng calculator is ready. You can see the folder structure. You can also code dot. You can open the source code. All are ready. You can see that src, then same structure is given, provided back to us. Nothing, no change. Is it okay till now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to create our own component. Now, who can tell me the importance of this particular line? If what will happen, I'm just asking the question to all of you. Let me see who can answer. Suppose I come here and paste it. What is the meaning of double - skip test?
Like to skip all the debugging part? Or?
Acha. Suppose I create a component. I'm going to create a component. So the command is ng generate component. I can make it shortcut. Kaise kare? G for generate. C for component. Suppose I want to create a component by the name RAM. See what happens. It will create 4 files. See, it will create only 4 files and you cannot avoid that. Isko no kar do. Yeah. So can you see, guys, how many created? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the main module file is updated. because you have added a new file, new component by the name RAM. Now guys, can you see here under app we are having something RAM?
Yes, sir.
And can you see the color of RAM? Isn't it green?
Yes, sir.
Now आपको बता दूं, when you see the color green, that means it is created by user, not by Angular. RAM किसने बनाया? मैंने बनाया. I have created RAM, not by Angular. No, Angular has created app, but I have created RAM. So see, all are in green color. Can you see now? Green you मतलब user. आ रहा समझ में कि नहीं?
समझ आ रहा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Yes, now what I do not want this. भगाओ इसको साले को. क्यों भगाए? Because we are having some file. You can see now the testing file I told you by the name spec.ts. This file I told you it is mainly not required for testing. So that is the thing. If I write the command with that, the last time I copied the command, if I write this flag now, it will not create that file. So कितना फाइल बनेगा? 3 बनेगा.
3 हाँ.
Yes. तो पहले राम को भगाओ. How do you let us delete RAM? तो move to recycle bin. भगा दिया मैंने यहाँ. यहीं से भगा दो. कोई टेंशन नहीं है. ठीक है. Clear it. कोई हड़बड़ी नहीं है. आराम से करो. Now go back here. Now मेरे को स्किप टेस्ट पे रखना है क्योंकि भाई आई डू नॉट वांट टू डू टेस्टिंग. मुझे पता ही नहीं टेस्टिंग क्या होता है. अननेसेसरी क्यों करें? यू कैन मेक इट शॉर्टकट. कैसे शॉर्टकट करें? जनरेट को कर दो जेन. component you make it C. Calculator is the name of the component, so let it be calculator only, and skip test also will be there. So press enter. Now you see guys, we'll be creating only so this command is now changed. This is a old command. So now skip test command change this. This is the drawback of copying, and it is a Angular 11 command, guys. So what is the latest command? Yeah, minus skip test equal to true. So let us apply this. Let's see whether this works or not. It's really funny thing. So equals to true. I don't know whether it will work or not. Let us see. No, this also is not working. Skip test equal to acha. Now let us write it in the reverse way. So what they are telling, that you can write this, and here you need to write here. Acha, true means let us see. I have given some true spelling. I think it will be what equal to small t. So I have given capital T. Is that error or not? No, that's error. So what I'll do now? Skip test calculator. I will write after this, because in that command we can able to see that component name. That means calculator should appear after this. Let us see what it is telling now. Still error. So that means it's gone. This is also a kind of or let us see this. NGGC skip test minus skip test. This
Sir, that is only what you have done earlier.
No, that I have not done. I have done skip tests. I have done plural.
Tests. Okay.
अरे भाई देखो ये ना this versions always change. It never fix up. Okay. So after you do it after 1 week or 1 month you do, then you find this command is also not running. So the study never stops. ये भी गलत है तो ये वेबसाइट छोड़ दो. So command रुको skip tests in Angular 14. Let us pick up the command in 14. Minus skip test, minus skip test, defaults, dry run force, generate command.
Then you can search over it. The search option.
No, it will just show the modules, right?
But yeah, how I'll be able to get it component? ng component, I want to skip test. Export flat inline style module प्रोजेक्ट सिलेक्टर स्कीप इंपोर्ट आ रहा है, स्कीप में ये आया। अरे भैया देखो, तो आई नीड टू राइट डबल हाइफन स्कीप
then hyphen, हाँ, then hyphen.
तो चलो ट्राई करते हैं इसको फिर से। तो देन अगेन लेट अस रिमूव दिस एंड लेट अस पुट दिस। आई डोंट नो वेदर इट विल वर्क, लेट अस ट्राई। यस, देखो 3 बन गया। वी हैव रिमूव्ड दैट spec file. It was initially 4, now it is 3.
3, हाँ.
So guys, please read from the original site, okay? And after 1 month and 2 months, if you again open, you will find something else here written. Okay, so this is official documentation, angular.io. So please read from here, do not read from elsewhere. And all, okay, fine. So let me again give it in your chat window. Yeah. Fine. So let us come back to our tutorial. Where was we? We were here. Fine. So guys, we have created all the things now. Now let us quickly come here, calculate.com. Let's see the calculator created. Yes, we can see our calculator appeared. This is the TS file. This is the HTML file. This is the TS file. And whenever you know how the link happens, this is very interesting. We are having app now. We are having calculator now. Isn't it? There are 2 components, but by default, it will always show you if you run this project now. This concept is very important for the students. See. What I'll do, I'll run it. अब देखो आपको ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Suppose I write -o. Then if I run this, what it will do? It will simply host you the same old home page. But मुझे calculator चलाना. I need to run only calculator. I'm not interested in that home page. But how I'll be connecting them? Let us see. First, then only you can develop calculator and all. वो तो बात की बात है. Because I want to now load calculator. Suppose other than calculator, you may be having something else. You may be having 5-6 component like this, and you want to load them in your web page. Because Angular is a single page application, so you have to show all the component in the same page. ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई for one component you are having one page, for another component you are taking the user to some, click somewhere. अरे बाप रे क्या आ गया? Cannot get. Open your fail to compile. Why? What happened? राम, अबे राम तो उड़ा दिए थे
सर। मे बी वो प्रोजेक्ट से एग्जिट लिया।
नहीं, ऐप मॉड्यूल में राम रह गया भाई। राम कंपोनेंट ये देखो, राम भगवान जी छोड़े नहीं हम लोग। राम का नाम लोगे थोड़ी ऐसा, देखो इसको हटाओ फिर राम को मतलब राम जी मत हटाना चाहिए। तो देखो भगवान का मार कैसा होता है, ठीक है। तो भगवान जी ऑटोमेटिक आ गए, देखो कैसे फिर से रन हो गए। देखो कंपाइल सक्सेसफुली नाउ, तुरंत एरर क्लियर हो गया। अब इसमें रिफ्रेश करो, आ गया वापस। तो नाउ गाइस, but it is not running calculator now, it is running app only, isn't it? So what I want now, I go to app.html, select all, भगाओ सबको, because I do not want to see all this. I want to now see my, देखो ये blank हो गया, I need to load my calculator here. तो भाई इसके ये हो गया कैलकुलेटर। आप देखो कैलकुलेटर में ये लिखा है कैलकुलेटर वर्क्स। दिस इज काइंड ऑफ अ होम पेज फॉर कैलकुलेटर। तो सपोज इसको थोड़ा सा चेंज कर देते हम लोग। वी कैन शो माय कंटेंट देयर। सो आई राइट हियर आई एम कैलकुलेटर। सो गाइस, आई नीड टू सी दिस मैसेज, बट इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट। आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी इट नाउ। देयर इज नो CSS, even the C. This is then what is the selector? App calculator. Now, how do you load? In the app module section, you see calculator is loaded. It is automatically done. Now, come back to your app.html. It is nothing is here. You can see now nothing is visible here. But now I want to see what? I want to see the output of this HTML. That means I want to load calculator in my home page of app component, which is now showing blank. ये page आपका blank आ रहा है. So how I'll be able to see? So let's write some H1. Then I write I need to display calculator component below. So to do that, guys, let us create some gaps and all for some proper structuring. Then how I'll be showing that. Now go to your calculator TS file. बंदे का नाम क्या है? app-calculator. You need to get the copy from directly from only from selector in the component definition. Copy it. Control C. Come back here. Simply put a HTML tag. Paste it. Write it. Close it. That's all. Now you can go to your browser. You'll be able to see. Yes. Guys, is this clear? It's very important how you load another component into your home component. So if I remove this, see, Control X, there is no more. The entry is not there. It's gone. See. Again, bring it back. So like this way, you can have. Suppose I am having multiple components. Suppose मैं दूसरा एक component बनाता हूँ. Okay. So how do I create the second component? Suppose I close it. Then I create another component. Ng new. Sorry, not new. Ng generate C. Suppose I want to create a component by my name, Amitava. Fine. So it is now going to create 4 file here. Again, Amitava appears. So now you see here app is there. उसके नीचे Amitava आ गया. 4 बंदा आ गया और उसके नीचे calculator. Now I want to appear now here also. So now go to your amitava.ts. What's the name? app-amitava. Simply copy it. Now come here. Put some gap. And then you put it here. और उसको कैसे रखोगे? एक tag के अंदर. Like this HTML. Now close it. And also this. Now what it will display? It will display what is written here. What is written? Amitava works. So I want to change it. So I want to write here. Suppose I want to write here H1 I am Amitava component. And delete the remaining part. So guys, you see here, by this way you can create n number of components. अब तो नहीं आ रहा ये. Oh, मैंने server तो बंद है. So guys, we need to start the server ng serve o. Then it will load both the component in the app component. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys, bolo bhai. All of you are clear with this concept?
Yes, sir.
It's important.
Yes, sir.
You must be having this concept ready. Okay, fine. So let us now carry on with the component of calculator. So calculator constructor, you can see there is a JavaScript class has written implement. So let us go back to our close everything. I think I have opened so many things. Then close this Amitava. I'm not using Amitava. I'm using calculator now. So let us go there and go to the TS file. You can see the constructor. ng on init runs after constructor. There is a life cycle of method. So you simply scroll, you can see that the same तरीका जो मैंने अभी पढ़ा है आपको वो अभी दे चुका है. So we have done this. Okay. Now guys, what I want now, I want to write the HTML and add the following code. चलो copy करते हैं यार. कौन type करेगा? So guys, this is the content of my calculator. Calculate component.html. चलो. So this is your calculate component.html. So what I will do, I'll delete all and simply paste. पता नहीं क्या होगा. So what we have done, pasted. Then let us go back to our browser and let us see any effect. अरे बाप रे क्या?
हाँ, calculator का सारा बटन आ गया.
तो obviously आपने कुछ डिजाइन नहीं किया ना. There is no design, no style, कुछ नहीं है तो ऐसा ही आएगा. Obvious. So we need to now put some CSS. So this is the CSS file. So चलो CSS copy कर. बना रखा है ये लोगों ने कॉपी करने के लिए. करो ना फिर. अच्छा, ये जो कॉपी करोगे ना गाइस, आई विल टेल यू, क्लिक ऑन व्यू रॉ. अरे गलत हो गया. इसको क्या करो, राइट क्लिक करके टैब से खुलो. राइट क्लिक करके ना ओपन विथ न्यू टैब. देन यू कॉपी फ्रॉम हियर. कंट्रोल ए, कंट्रोल. दिस इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ कॉपिंग. नाउ गो टू योर CSS. इट्स ब्लैंक पेस्ट. So there will be no special character coming. Now go back and check out. पता नहीं क्या. अरे यार ये देखो. आ रहा मजा?
आ गया.
But what's the missing point? Click करो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. Obviously because their event have not written ना. Design is done. लेकिन
डिजाइन और मेन इंसर्शन पोर्शन सब हो गया
लेकिन अभी बटन क्लिक करोगे तो कुछ तो लॉजिक लिखना पड़ेगा ना, यू नीड टू, यू आर नाउ मिसिंग आउट विद द लॉजिक पार्ट. ठीक है. So guys, let's pick up a picture here and put on your group that we are creating Angular calculator. मजा आएगा फिर. ममता जी को भेजो पिक्चर बना के, अभी सर पढ़ा रहे. पिक्चर भेजो, अंजू मैम को भेजो, मोनालिसा मैम को भी भेजो. पढ़ाना मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. सुबह अगर सब काम बंद हो जाए, आई जस्ट टीच एंड टीच, तो पूरा दिन चल जाएगा, पता नहीं चलेगा. सुबह हो जाएगा, शाम हो जाएगा, रात हो जाएगा, पढ़ाता ही जाऊंगा. लेकिन ये लोग तो करने नहीं देता है, जिंदगी बर्बाद कर रखा है मेरा, क्या बताऊं. ओके, सो पिक्चर हो गया, चलो काम खत्म करते हैं. सो लेट अस नाउ कंप्लीट दिस फुल फंक्शनिंग कैलकुलेटर. तो सीएसएस गाइस, वी हैव डन दैट. We also need some globals. अच्छा, ये बताना भूल गया था. Global styling means for all the page, for entire page, if you want to do some style. माने I'm talking about some style which I want to apply for all components, not for individual. So for global styling, guys, we are having a very simple file under SRC. You will find the file name as style.css. So this is known as global style. You can paste it here. So for the entire page, this style will now apply. इसको कहते हैं हम लोग global style. So now you can see now your global style makes the page a bit better. Looks like ये देखो ऊपर चला, compact हो गया. It's now more compact in vision. Okay, fine. So now we must now utilize Angular magic to convert this template into a functional calculator. तो ये आपका हो गया. तो भाई दूसरा पार्ट कहाँ है? दूसरा पार्ट तो दिया ही नहीं. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट ट्यूटोरियल चलो. हाँ है, इसमें ही है, मैं भूल गया. So I already told you the data binding part, two-way data binding. So let us now digits and all. Open the src calculator.component.ts. So guys, now what I'll do, I'll go to calculator.component.ts. So let us go to calculator.component.ts. कहाँ है भाई? ये है. So this class is already written. We can see now they are declaring 4 variable. Okay. So implements on init, and then implements on init is written. After this, we are declaring 4 variable. Like current number, first operand, operator means plus minus multiplication, and wait for second number, some variables. So you can see the definition or the detailing have been given. Now we are adding up a get number method. So let us copy the get number method. You can from here you can simply copy, that will be used to get the current number. It is a function get number, isn't it? So where I will put it, इसी में चलता जाएगा वो. तो भाई ये बड़ा होता जाएगा, तो ये आ गया आपका get function. अभी भी there is no error mark till now. पता नहीं आगे क्या होगा. Now what you do, इसको थोड़ा छोटा कर दो, इसको यहाँ पे Alt Z लगाओ, थोड़ा नीचे कर दो, एडजस्ट कर लो. Found get decimal method. There is another method is coming, get decimal, because for fractional part कैलकुलेटर बना रहे हो, सारी चीज होना चाहिए. तो ब्रैकेट आप नोटिस करो, ये खत्म हो रहा है यहाँ पे, तो इसका बंद होने के बाद ये बंद आएगा. तो slowly we are increasing the functionality. Now we are having some, ये देखो प्लस हुआ तो प्लस करेगा, माइनस करेगा, है ना, कैलकुलेटर का नॉर्मल. So this is another function, do calculation. So guys, now we need to again add this guy. तो ये हमने लगाया, जैसे ही लगाया वैसे ही झाड़ खाया. Now define the get operation will be used to get the performed operation. So get operation, as we have written that already, get operation. Get operation, get number, get decimal, do calculation, and this is your get operation will be used to get the performed operation. That means I need to now log. पहले लिख लेते हैं सारे. ये आ गया आपका get operation. Now 7 errors we are facing. We need to clear that. We'll do that later. Then we are also having the last is clear. That means everything will be cleared. Calculator में सारे चीज clear करना पड़ता है. So guys, we have done that. Okay. So now let's start with div class इवेंट बाय एग्जांपल। अच्छा ये कहाँ पे हो रहा है? ये तो HTML में, तो पहले इसका आउटपुट इसको थोड़ा ठीक कर लेते हैं। So let us come here. What they are telling me that they return these dot first operand. What is that first operand? I think these are all variable. So what I will do here, I will now do not initialize it with them. Simply colon any. Save it. नीचे आ जाओ. So now these are again switch OP. Is implicitly an any type. Okay. इसको यहाँ से क्लिक कर सकते हो. Quick fix. Infer parameter. या बन गया. Save it. So guys, there is no error till now. What we have done, we have checked all the errors. Simply the declaration, all the old version of Angular was in the tutorials. So they are using actually Angular 10 and we are using Angular 15. So obviously there will be problem. Now guys, we need to come to our, again that component template, deep class input type text, calculator screen, deep class calculator. Then all the buttons are coming. We need to add up this. So this two part is only left. So guys, let's start. We are doing all this part in your HTML. So guys, let's go and see our HTML, जो हमारा final one है. So this is a very critical area. See now. So here we are starting with deep class calculator. It's okay. Input type text calculator disabled. You see there is a change in that one. This is some value will be coming. So guys, now we need to apply this line instead of this line. Yeah, save करते हुए चलो. Next, deep class calculator keys. I am also having deep class calculator keys. Then what I'm going to do now, this is the things and what we are already written. Yes, we are not having that, variable. So guys, it will come all these like this. So how it will appear? What I am having here, we are having now operator plus and all will be there, obviously. But instead of click 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So I should start doing the changes from here. This will be untouched because these are all operations. So first set this, second set this, third set this. So I'll do before 0, remember. What I'll do, this is first set, भगाओ, second set भगाओ, 0 से पहले भगा दो और ये डाल दो. ये डाला मैंने. अब चेंज क्या करना हम लोगों को, 0 बंदा को मैंने टच नहीं किया अभी. तो ये आया आपका 0. तो 0 भी एक बटन है. तो गाइस हम लोगों का 0 बंदा जो है ये हट जाएगा और ये बंदा आ जाएगा. कौन सा आ जाएगा? ये आ जाएगा. सेव करो. ओके, नाउ रिमेनिंग पार्ट, ये डॉट डॉट मतलब अभी भी और है, तो जो है रहने दो. जैसे ये गेट नंबर वाला रहने दो और डेसिमल या चाहिए रहने दो, ऑल क्लियर और इक्वल साइन, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो लेट अस सी and let's bind the get operation methods to the click event of the respective buttons. Okay, तो हम लोगों का भी बटन का जो है, हम लोगों ने बटन को टच नहीं किया था. बटन मतलब गाइस ये आपका 4 ठो बटन था ना. बटन नहीं, सारे बटन है, लेकिन it is now calling it with what? Plus minus multiplication division. It is now calling with this plus minus and all. So guys, now what we need to do now, हम लोगों का पहले गेट नंबर 7 से पहले ये प्लस माइनस वाले बटन से था रहे यहाँ पे ना, तो ये 4 जो है ये चारों भाग जाएगा. अब इस चारों की जगह में आपका एक्चुअली ये पहले देना चाहिए था उन लोगों को, थोड़ा सा लास्ट ऑर्डरिंग में गड़बड़ कर दिए, तो भाई ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. चलो फिर इसको डालते हैं यहाँ पे. ज्यादा से ज्यादा एरर ही होगा और क्या होगा. ये हो गया आपका. और नीचे भी देखो, नीचे आपका तीनों जो तो हो गया वहां तक. अब लास्ट में ये तीनों आने वाले हैं ना, क्योंकि लास्ट 3 जो लाइंस हैं, बटन 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 मतलब गेट डेसिमल क्लियर गेट ऑपरेशन. तो बिल्कुल नीचे आ जाओ. ये देखो आपका 3 0 के बाद वाला जो 3 बटन थे ना, तो ये तीनों भी हट जाएंगे. इसके जगह में ये आ जाएगा. बस. तो बंदा बोल रहा है हो गया. कोई एरर भी चक्कर नहीं है, पता नहीं हुआ कि नहीं, एरर भी मार रहा है क्या पीछे? नहीं, देखो नहीं कंपाइल्ड सक्सेसफुली। तो चलो करते कुछ, अनडिफाइंड दिखा रहा है तो 5। अरे यार क्लियर कैसे होता है? चल रहा है यार, ये देखो 9 प्लस 9, अरे चल रहा है इंटू 8। ओके गाइस,
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन सर।
अरे क्या है यार, कांग्रेस कॉपी पेस्ट का मामला है कांग्रेस। देखो सारा एकदम फटाफट। ओके सो गाइस, ये आपका बन गया कैलकुलेटर, फटाफट इसको गिटहब में डालो और खत्म करो। सो लेट्स राइट ए कमेंट कैलसी, देन कमिट, देन यस, बन जाएगा आपका। फिर पब्लिक पुश करो इसको, एनजी कैलकुलेटर पब्लिक कर देते इसको, ये क्लिक करो और फिर
लाइक सर जब भी कोई नया प्रोजेक्ट मतलब अपलोड करना है तो उसका नया एक रिपोजिटरी बनाना पड़ता है।
हाँ, एक रिपोजिटरी ये खुद बना देते, यहीं पे नाम दे दो ना। सपोज आई गिव ए रिपोजिटरी नेम हाइफेन अनुदीप, देखो इस नाम से आपका रिपोजिटरी बन जाएगा।
अच्छा,
बस तुम इसको क्या करोगे, यहाँ पे पब्लिक में क्लिक करोगे ना तो इट विल ऑटोमेटिक, देखो बन रहा, बन भी गया और अपलोड भी हो, दोनों काम एक साथ। अब वो खुल भी देगा, देखो खुल के दिखा रहे हैं आपको।
नहीं मैं वो नहीं बोल रहा सर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि मतलब एक ही रिपोजिटरी में मतलब
नहीं अलग बन गया, ये देखो एनजी कैलकुलेटर अनुदीप नया बन गया। और बस इसको अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसको कॉपी करके आपको ग्रुप में दे देंगे, खत्म। अब इसको क्लोन कर लो, बन गया आपका चीज। लो, तो दिस इज हाउ यू शुड शेयर योर कोड इन एंगुलर। डू नॉट कॉपी करो, फोल्डर में अपलोड करो, फालतू टाइम वेस्ट मत करो। और ये भी बोलता हूँ, आफ्टर योर जॉब इज डन सिंपली डिलीट ऑल द फोल्डर्स। ये जो आपने बनाया ना एंगुलर एनजी का, ये सब यहाँ से उड़ा दो, बिकॉज इट इज ऑल प्रेजेंट इन गिटहब। व्हेनेवर यू रिक्वायर यू कैन डाउनलोड, क्लोन इन डाउनलोड। तो इससे क्या होगा, आपका मशीन बच जाएगा।
ओके,
नहीं तो आफ्टर सम डेज you'll complain me, sir, my machine has got all hard disk is over. Okay, fine. So we'll continue tomorrow. We'll go for some advanced level now. Okay, fine. चलो टाटा बाय बाय। चलो बाय।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please speak with the English, sir.
Yeah, tomorrow.